Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jarrett, and you guys already know. But yeah, so I did a podcast episode with a friend of mine, Daniel. We actually have a podcast together called "Shut Up and Let Me Take Your Picture," and we've been doing that for a while now with another friend, Max. I think we're on episode 5 or 6, but yeah, it's been a cool experience, and um, I've known Daniel for a while, and so I decided to do like a little photographer interview with him as well. Um, and he's got some really like nice work. I think you should go check out his page, which is at the end of the video. But without further ado, I'm Jarrett, like I said, and this is this is Shadow and Light. The camera's over there. Okay. All right, guys. I'm here with Daniel Stamper. I don't know why I waved, but Daniel's a photographer. Daniel's a local photographer here in Detroit, Michigan. His career started when he got his first camera at 14, living in New Mexico. He says it was a small camera, but he paid for it with his own money. So he's excited of the prospects of using it. After a time, he discovered his passion for taking photos and being creative with images. Daniel says he always told people his favorite part about taking photos is to capture a moment in time that isn't going to ever happen again. You could recreate it, but that exact moment will never occur again. From there, Daniel's passion slowly advanced into his career that he's still passionate about today. Daniel's taste for music is all over the place, but he loves indie rock. His favorite band remains to be The Killers. Mr. Brightside.
True.
A quote from The Mandalorian is what we needed to reference Daniel's love for coffee. This is the way.
This is the way. It is indeed the way.
That's how he feels about coffee. It's his way of life. He needs caffeine, or what you said, you'll die. Oh my god, so dramatic.
I mean, sure, it's dramatic, but I mean, I worked at a coffee shop, and the only good thing that came out of it was a coffee addiction.
Daniel told me he has no exciting projects coming up, but that's a lie, because Daniel and I both know he has an ongoing project, which is another podcast that we're on together called Shut Up and Let Me Take Your Picture. And we're Daniel and Max, and there was a flashbang grenade in your room.
Sorry. I was adjusting the exposure because the freaking... So I have the window on this side, and the sun just keeps coming out and then going away, and coming out and going away.
Oh my god.
So I was trying to adjust the exposure for that, and for some odd reason the exposure just jumped to full. So that was my bad.
Oh my god. Well, I'll let you know that Daniel, Max, and I have a podcast where we just chat about photography related topics. So and
that is true. It's not even all photography related. Sometimes we go off on tangents.
About random things is correct.
That is true. That is true.
I still can't get over the flashbang grenade that just occurred in your apartment.
It's a war zone in here, dude. You gotta be careful.
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, so what got you into photography? Like, how did you get your start? Like, I knew you had that camera. What prompted that? What prompted that?
So, I'm not even sure what initially prompted it. I just remember, so somebody in my church at the time was like, "Hey, I got this camera for like $100. Like, I don't use it anymore. Like, it's pretty used, but you know, like you can have it for $100." So I had just enough money when I was 14 that I had saved up. So I purchased the camera, started playing around, was really bad at it, and then progressively started getting a little better. you know, I would take it on some of the camps that we went on and camping trips, and really, really enjoyed taking photos. Like I said, it's like capturing a little frame in time that's never gonna happen again. So from there, it kind of progressed. I would start shooting. I never shot anything professionally at that point, so I started with a Lumix. Is it's a little tiny camera. I think I have it around here somewhere. I'll pull it out later. I went from that to a Fujifilm. Mind you, both of these have the built-in lens and everything like that, so there's no detachable lens on it.
Nice.
And then I moved to a Nikon D3600, and that's when I started shooting. Like, I would make my friends do photo shoots, do like modeling stuff and everything like that. Or I was big into parkour at the time, so I'd do like parkour photos. And then once I made the jump to Michigan, was 4 years ago. That was when I decided to make like the big step into, oh, I need to buy like good gear, and I want to do like bigger shoots and a lot more fun shoots, and so now I shoot with a D750.
Nice. Yeah, no, that's awesome, dude. Has it really been 4 years?
Almost 4 years.
Okay.
It'll be 4 years in April,
That's
if I remember correctly.
That's awesome, and also kind of crazy at the same time.
I know.
Rapidly aging. I guess my next question for you is, what do you love most about like photography?
I enjoy the creative aspect. A lot of time for me, unfortunately, that goes out the window for a lot of shoots. Not the creative aspect, but I get really nervous when I go on shoots because I'm like, oh man, like what if I don't take any good pictures? Like, what if they're all bad? Because I'm also like a super perfectionist with my pictures, or at least very, very judgmental on my own work.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, a lot of times I get so stressed out about coming out with something relatively good that the model will like, instead of actually just like being relaxed, breaking it down and creating. But I do enjoy the creative aspect, even though I overstress it too often.
You don't need to stress so much, though. I'm just saying.
Know. But I mean, I jumped into the big leagues, really early, and you know, I shot that. My first wedding was in Costa Rica, and I'd never shot a wedding before, and never second shot a wedding before, and so at that point, all I knew was stress, because I was like, oh man, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna wing it, and these pictures just have to turn out like good. So I think that's where a lot of my initial stress came from. Yeah.
That wedding still stresses him out today.
It really does. I look back at the pictures and kind of just sit there and go, stupid. I mean, they turned out like decent. Like, I would not say they were great, but they were good. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. No, that's good. I'm sure they loved him. They knew what they were getting into.
They them to this day, so I'm sure they enjoy it.
Yeah. Cool. So what's something that you have in your camera bag that's not a camera or a lens or a flash or any piece of photography equipment? Portable coffee machine?
No, I wish. That would be good.
Yep.
Or I could just keep like a permanent Red Bull in there.
Oh my gosh.
I keep a portable battery in my camera
To
bag.
charge other things?
Yeah, so it's not like to charge camera stuff, it's to charge like phones.
Okay, yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff like that. Because too often I've run into, my cell phone battery dying, uh, either before the shoot or their cell phone battery dying. So it's just kind of nice and convenient to have to just be like, oh yeah, just like plug your phone in real quick and it'll charge it.
Yeah, true that. Yeah. That's awesome though. I think
Yeah.
I do carry one too, but it's in my like everyday bag because I wear a man purse. Everybody's doing it.
I've never seen you wear a man purse. Here, let me see if I can find it. I have I have two portable batteries. This is the one that I keep in my camera bag for the most part. This is just off of Amazon.
Oh, nice.
It's got like 2 full phone battery charges in it. And then I bought this bad boy, which is solar.
Oh, that's cool.
Pretty cool. Yeah, this one I keep for like camping and stuff like that because it has a flashlight on it.
Okay, so you have a flashlight too.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, it's pretty cool. You can charge like 2 phones off of this. It's got wireless charging, but that's the one I take for camping. This is the one I keep in my camera bag.
Have you seen this kind?
I haven't. Is it does it magnetize or are you holding it on there? Whoa, that's cool.
It is cool. I got it when I went on vacation. I was like, that's pretty cool. So
Yeah, that's really cool because this one kind of sucks because you can only plug one phone into it, and you have to plug it in. There's no wireless.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this one is cool because it has the wireless charging on the back, but it's also like a little bit chunkier. This is like
Does that have a magnet too, or no?
No.
Okay.
No, this is like the size of your phone.
And
But, yeah, you can also charge like I could wirelessly charge my phone.
And plug the other one else
has
in.
theirs plugged in. Yeah. So,
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like chargers.
Yes, but I would say that's the only
Extra thing.
that I.
You need to start packing snacks. Just saying.
I do. I need to start packing snacks.
Wait.
I watched some of the other previous videos that you did, and I heard some of the stuff that other people kept in their camera bags, and I was like, that's just smart. Like, why don't I keep that in my camera bag?
Why don't you?
I don't know.
It's fine. It's okay. But I do know that you have a backpack full of drinks that you sometimes bring around with you.
That is true. I do bring a cooler backpack. I should bring that more often. I keep forgetting it these days, but see, I just need one big camera bag that's like got the cooler built into it.
Oh my gosh.
But also like all the camera gear in it, and then just have a little cooler on top. You know what? We should design that. We should sell it.
The everything you need camera bag.
Exactly.
That sounds like an undertaking. I guess another question I have is there something that like inspires you as a photographer?
Specify what you mean by something that inspires.
Is there something that inspires you to keep doing, like, keep taking photos? Like, is there something that makes you want to go out there and just continue to take photos, or like progress in your career, or like capture more weddings or anything like that?
So I'll tell you what, this is gonna sound really selfish, but when I take a really, really good picture, like when I go on a shoot and I take a really good picture, I get so motivated. And it's kind of like when I DJ too, that like if I get motivated by doing a good job.
Okay, so like creating, just
yeah. So the more that I create, and the more that I can see myself progress, like the more inspired I get. But that also comes with, unfortunately, that if I do like a man job, like it's not necessarily a bad job, but like a not so great job, like it's very
unmotivating.
Unmotivating for me, because I've only realized this like recently, but it kind of hits my mood a lot, which is not great, but that's just something that I have to work with or work, I guess, alongside, every day. So that's one of the struggles. But yeah, like as far as motivation, I like seeing other people's work too. But that can also get unmotivating because I'm like, why can't I take pictures like that? I
What-
don't understand.
Which leads me to the next question.
Oh boy.
Are there any professional photographers that you follow that like either you enjoy seeing their work or that influences your work?
Yeah, you're one of them. You've literally been one of like the inspiring wedding photographers for me ever since Derek sent me your initial portfolio and stuff.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, no, I love seeing your work. There's also, I don't know if you've heard of Vanessa Joy. She's a wedding photographer. She's out of Texas now. I think she was out of New Jersey before.
Okay.
She does some really, really good work. I got to see her. It was very interesting. I saw her speaking at a DJ conference.
And she's a photographer?
But she's a photographer. But
Okay.
she was talking about like I think it was something about how to grow your business.
That makes sense.
But I saw her speak there and I was like, oh, well, this is the only photographer I've seen at this conference, so I'm going to look her up. And she takes some really, really good pictures. And then Charlton Churchill is the
I think
other
you
one.
told
that
me
I would
about him.
say. Yeah. So his entire thing is like outdoors, mountains, adventures. He shoots all over the world, shoots like destination weddings all over the world. And he's based out of California, but he's close enough to Yellowstone that most of his work he shoots in Yellowstone.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. If you have a chance to look him up, do it.
Check him
He's
out,
got
yeah.
some really, really, really cool stuff.
Yeah. No, I will give him a look because, I'm all about them adventure weddings.
I believe we both are.
Oh yeah, the space wedding. If you don't know about the space wedding, you're gonna have to listen to the other podcasts that we have.
Yeah. You'll figure it out.
Is there anything that you are doing to kind of like improve your skills that of note that you could like think of, like over the years? Other than obviously getting new gear, which sometimes doesn't necessarily improve your skills, but it makes you be able to see the images a little bit differently.
So YouTube has become my best friend.
Okay.
For a long time, I only used YouTube for like music and like watching music videos.
Okay.
And it's only been in the past like 5 or 6 years that I really started using YouTube as an information source
Okay.
and a learning source, which is really cool because it's literally just like it's a free learning source. Now, granted, you can't learn everything on there, and it's not really formatted as like a classroom or anything like that. So it's different for each person, but to just be able to like have a question in my head and be like, why isn't this working for me? Or how can I do this? I just look it up on YouTube. And sometimes I find what I'm looking for, sometimes I don't. But it's a super, super cool resource.
No, I agree. That it can be very helpful for photography, because I've used it for photography, but I've also used it for plumbing and other things.
Exactly. Yeah. There's just so much knowledge. There's such a wealth of knowledge on YouTube. There's also a wealth of wishful knowledge on YouTube because there's been many things that I found that I'm like, that doesn't even make sense.
Really interesting.
Why is this video on here? Yeah.
Then there's no
so
one
it just
fact checking.
Yeah, it just kind of depends. I've found it difficult lately. So I'm a pretty ADHD person, or maybe it's just ADD. I don't remember. But the unfortunate thing is I have chosen 2 career paths
Oh yeah.
that go like hand in hand. But I'm a DJ and a photographer. So it's hard to balance out the learning because I get motivated on one thing and then all of my attention goes to that one thing for a period of time. and then I get really motivated in the other thing, and it goes like back and forth.
That's actually probably a good thing, though, in a way.
I mean, it is. It keeps me interested. Like, I don't get burnt out and then just do nothing.
Yeah.
So I can at least like bounce back and forth. But my problem is I haven't been able to find like a middle ground of being like, oh, well, I'm still gonna focus on this, but I'm going to work on this other thing slightly, because right now it's become very like, oh, well, I'm motivated in this other thing, and then I realized like I haven't posted it on my other page for like 3 months or something like that. So it's a hard balance.
Sorry, I'm laughing at the silence that happened for a second there.
No, I understand.
Oh my god. So, is there like a really good experience that you've had like in the past with photography, like something that happened either to you or like I don't know, like improved your outlook on photography as a whole?
Yeah, actually, I would say Content Day was really good for that.
Oh yeah.
We need to get another one of those going, but being able to create with other people is really motivating for me too.
Yeah.
Because it's always fun to bounce ideas off of each other, and yeah, that's the biggest thing that I can think of right now.
Nice. No, I agree that that was really cool, and spring is coming and we can start planning for the next one. And yeah.
Mhm.
Sweet. What is your what do you have like a process like that you do essentially like say you have like an event to photograph or we're doing a content day or something like that. Is
Yeah.
there like a process you have either like before going to bed or waking up that helps you like zone into what you're about to do with taking photos?
So I am a person that hates stress. I absolutely hate stress, which is funny because I put myself into two very like stressful fields. But the thing that helps me get in the zone is pre-planning, and so it's not like the morning of I'm checking my bag or making sure that I have all my SD cards. It's the night before. Even when I'm going on a trip, like I'll be packed like a day and a half before we leave.
Yeah.
I'll be good to go. I'll be ready to go. I'll have everything set in my brain. As far as what we're doing now, occasionally, the plan that I have in my brain is not what's actually going to happen, which usually happens as far as like the occasional wedding and stuff. Things kind of go a little bit off rails, but always in like a manageable way,
Yeah.
But that's my process really, is just like going through everything, making sure that everything on my mental checklist is checked off. Like, oh, I have my SD cards. Oh, I charged my batteries. Oh, I charged my portable speaker or whatever if I'm gonna bring it. And just making sure that I have everything, that the only thing I need to worry about the next day is the shoot.
No, yeah, no, I agree. For some reason I thought you said the shoe, and you said the shoot.
The shoe. Just gotta worry about putting one shoe on at a time,
But yeah,
Only
no,
human.
that's important to get all that stuff taken care of beforehand, so that you can. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I too plug all of my stuff in like either the night before or like normally it's like a Friday. So like if I have like a Saturday wedding, it's gonna be the night before. If I have a Sunday wedding, I'm still plugging it in on Friday, so that
Yeah. Gotta enjoy your weekend, man.
Yep. I was gonna ask you if there are any tips that you have for anyone who like just started shooting, like just picked up a camera and was like, hey, I'm gonna get on YouTube and learn some stuff today. Are there any tips you have for anybody out there?
Keep shooting. The only way, well, yeah, I mean, it sounds really basic, but like, just I watched this video the other day And it was on YouTube. You know, you get some free stuff off of YouTube all the time. It was literally talking about being a creative and like creating something great. You don't just sit there and create something great. Like, it's not like you just thought about it and you're like, boom. It's a process of you created a bunch of medium stuff to then create, like, build your way up to creating something great.
Okay.
And this was in like a song production mentality, but it's like keep writing songs. You're gonna write a lot of like mediocre songs. You're gonna take a lot of mediocre pictures. Like, don't let that discourage you. Like, it sometimes discourages me. Just keep shooting and find what works for you, and you'll work your way up to creating and finding your process of being able to create good photos. And YouTube is your friend. I mean, YouTube is your best friend. If you're not taking
Are
a
you
photography
sponsored?
class, I wish. Yeah, if you're not taking an actual class, even if you are actually, YouTube is literally just your best friend. Like,
Yeah.
any questions that you have, Google it. That's what the internet is there for.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's input. That's probably how you found this video. So.
On YouTube.
Cool. Yeah. No, that's awesome, dude. So, if there's nothing else to chat about, I mean, there's plenty, but I'm gonna keep this short.
I was gonna say we can go off the rails really, really easy.
I want you to let's hear your let's do that shameless drop. Let's hear those socials. Where can we find you? Website and Instagram.
Oh shoot. So Instagram is Daniel Ray Photography 505. That's 505 for New Mexico, because you know, Mexico. I really gotta change that. But website is danielrayphotography.us. It's not .com. .us. Deal with it.
Is that U.S. for us or United States?
I think it's just it's United States.
Okay.
We're gonna call it that. We'll say it's that. And then it's really it for photography.
Wait. Okay. Follow his socials, but as he's saying this, I'm just thinking, my brain is now racked. I don't live in other countries, but I'm pretty sure that every other country's .com is actually their country, right?
.uk and yeah.
Isn't it?
I've seen that on websites. Yeah.
Bro, what
I
is?
think
Why do we get stuck with com for commerce?
so. You know what? I have no comment on this because I don't actually know, and I'm not gonna bullshit an answer because this is YouTube and people will correct me. So.
Okay. Well, somebody drop it in the comments, please. I'm so confused.
Google it and find an answer on YouTube. I'm sure it's out there.
Anyways, it's great chatting with you, and I'm sure we will chat some more on the next podcast. Which you guys should also go follow that, please.
Oh yeah, actually, that was the other plug.
Yeah.
Yeah, shut up and let me take your picture. It's on YouTube and Spotify.
Yeah. We have a lot of episodes out already, so it's Daniel, Max, and I. I don't know how you say that properly, but it's the three of us, and yeah, cool. All right, I'll let you have time to eat lunch. All right, bye.
Just computers in a room.
Remember when you remember back in the day when it took an entire room to house one computer?
I do. It was never my house, but I do. Back when it took an entire warehouse to house one computer.
Correct. Okay, cool. Your audio looks good, which is crazy.
Ah! Finally. Took long enough.
All right, cool. I'm gonna do the intro, and then we'll do the questions, and then. Yeah.
I'm on your lead. You do whatever.
Hey. That was too
Sorry,
much.
I just started drinking coffee.
No, it was just too much energy from me. I just gotta tone it down a little bit.